a convergence of timelines here, concentration of wealth here. So yeah, there's a way to go back and heal ancestral wounds here. Hello, hello, welcome back to another episode of taking a look at universal truths, symbolism, psychological profiles, gemstones, imagery of the degrees of the zodiac. So I'm following the sun so that I can have a rhythm and getting these videos out, but these degrees, these are the basic information about each degree, and you can apply them to any of the major aspects in your birth chart. So where your Jupiter is, where your 8th house cusp is, where your midpoints are, where your asteroids are. So anything of major impact in your chart, you can deep dive into them through these Sabian degrees. So without further ado, let's begin. We're on the very last degree of Taurus and Scorpio today, Taurus 30, and this is cusp energy. I have found that the cusp is the 30th degree and the 1st. It's a combination of both. So if you are a Sag cusp baby, pay attention. This applies to you too. We're going to start with Scorpio 30 today. Thanks for being here. Children in Halloween costumes indulging in various pranks. Former reflections appearing on a mirror. A very dark sky, but no rain. A man in a death's head mask sitting quietly in a tree. An alchemist carefully weighing the ingredients of a formula, then casually throwing in other ones. The stone for Scorpio is poppy jasper. It inspires positivity and joy. It gives you a happy outlook, relieves stress. It aids in stimulating creativity, helps you feel more organized. It is known as a few different types of stone. One is Supreme Nurturer, Stone of Courage, Stone of Wisdom, also known as a worry stone, because if you hold one, like one of the palm stones in your pocket, you can have the confidence to know that it will support and nurture you, especially during times that are heavy and stressful. Also, it helps with allergies, in particular animal allergies, and it also helps in communication with animals. So, interesting stone, poppy jasper. It will be in the description below if you want to take a look at this particular stone. This is a degree that can have a heaviness to it because things still feel very clouded. We're on the very last degree of a fixed degree of going into a mutable degree, and so we're at a point where this can be taken one of two ways. The middle ground is to accept where the power is and to roll with it. So the dark skies but no rain, it's like, when am I going to get relief? So you've got the clouds, your flowers need rain or your crops need rain, but you know, you're on a hold pattern. That's kind of what the 30th degree can feel like. So it can feel foreboding, but only if we allow it to. We have the ability to change our perspective and therefore to change our outcomes. The clouds are somewhat blotting out the sun. Rationality is kind of out the window here, so emotions can feel very heavy, and that's a two-edged sword. On the one hand, you can really tap in and feel things at a very deep level and have psychic knowingness. You have the ability to put psychometry into play. That's where you can hold an object and it tells you messages. It comes through to you very clearly. There's a thin veil feel, like you're tapping into energy and you're like getting little hits here and there and not really sure where they're coming from, but it's really strong here. So just kind of lean into it. It's in your power toolbox, so know that it's there and use it. And be careful of your thoughts because others will be able to pick them up. You can use it on the other side, you know, inject your positivity into something and it will be felt. So, like I said, no real middle ground. It's more you either feel down in the dumps and, oh my gosh, nothing's ever going to change, blah, 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 or you inject your positivity into everything and you tap into knowing that the veil is thin, how cool, I can read the truth of things, and still it may be a little foggy, but just go with your intuition, and if you keep in a positive vein, it will serve you at a higher level here. And the children in Halloween masks, this is somebody who has the ability to change who they are constantly, just depending on what is going on. They take in information and they put on different masks, and boom, there's somebody else. So this is a very changeable person, changeable personality. The Death's Head mask is, you know, that's one of those masks they make when somebody dies. It imprints the person's face, and one of the messages here is that things don't really ever go away. The past is imprinted on us, and so it is unfolding all the time, because there's, you know, if you think about parallel universes, you know, if you zig, your life goes one way, if you zag, you go another, yet in some trains of thought, that's always at play, and there are many going on. So if you look at that, the past is still there. And if we have in the past put a negative connotation on something, we have the ability here to go back and repaint that and change our outcome. There's an ability to go back to on timelines and change things so that we can have a better today and a better tomorrow. So this feels like a very powerful degree, where once you get a handle on it, you can really wield some serious power, but it takes some getting used to. Very perceptive, but then you're also receptive, and you pick up on things. Because you pick up on things so easily, you can be carrying, you know, quote unquote, a lot of heaviness with you. So know that you can let it go. You can repaint it, you can put a different costume on, and you're a different person. There's a timelessness here, and it can go whichever way you paint it to go. This degree is pure creativity. It draws on any and all sources available, and it uses it to improve its life and to weave it into the story and keep going. It does that continuously. So here we've got magic mirrors showing past reflections. So I think mirror work could be good. That would be a way to do a meditation, is in a mirror. That might be fun today. Understanding that we project our reality, and so everything's an illusion. So if there's an illusion of something heavy or negative, that we have the ability to change it. Don't second guess yourself here. Let's take a look at Taurus. 30 Taurus, a peacock parading on a terrace of an old castle. Snakes at rest on a rock in the sun. Beings from many dimensions attracted to an immense white flame. Strange exotic birds have gathered at the ruins of an old palace. A yellow diamond in a setting which depicts both the sun and the moon. The stone for Taurus is Bornite, or Peacock ore, and the spelling will be in the description. It balances and clears your chakras. It has a high copper content, so it's helpful in strengthening and supporting the body's organs and general metabolic function, as well as an anti-inflammatory to relieve pain or fever. It aids in communication, it enhances creativity, and it brings abundance. Beautiful stone. It's got an iridescence to it, but also it looks like it evokes the feeling of a peacock. So a strong peacock emphasis here on Taurus 30. This is the epitome of the I have statement. That's what Taurus is, I have. Here we're reminded that we're as wealthy as we think we are. Adopt the attitude that I'm family and I belong here. Of course, my ancestry is golden. Of course, I deserve everything I have and more. I deserve everything I ask for. That type of attitude would serve you well for Taurus 30. And on Scorpio 30, this axis. So if you have Scorpio 30 or Sag 1 or Gemini 1 as your cusp, it would serve you well to have that attitude that you belong here, you are family, that's why you get all the good deals, you are family, that's why you get lucky, you are family, that's why you get the inheritance, you are family, that's why you get the best china, and it will come to you. That's my take on this particular degree. This is a meeting place of abundance where the white flame comes together and everybody is drawn to the flame. So it feels like a convergence of timelines here, a convergence of wealth, concentration of wealth here on Taurus 30. So accentuating the positives in your family. Don't keep perpetuating, oh, my family's awful, I never get anything but trouble, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to go there today. I don't think it would be helpful. So yeah, the ability to connect to any and all past lives. So this is a good day to go back and do some past life, quote unquote, work. And it can be in the form of journaling. It could be meditation. It could be mirror work, anything you want to call it, and rewrite the script of your heritage. The peacock is parading on the grounds of a castle. We are the castle. Our ancestral family line is the castle. The death's head mask, the man is sitting in the tree, it's the family tree. So yeah, there's a way to go back and heal ancestral wounds here. If you've had some issues in the past where you feel like, oh, nothing ever quite goes right for me, this is a time that you can rewrite that script, because we are connected to all of our past timelines, and that is in this life, and that is through our ancestral lines. So you can go back and repaint the picture and just be thankful. Write a list of what you're thankful for, the gifts in your family line. I know you have them, and today would be a good day to remind yourself of what those are so that they come back to you. This is a day when we can plant those types of seeds. So, I am family, I have wealth. I thank you so very much for being here today. Leave a comment if these symbols are speaking to you loudly, if you've had a dream about any of these, if you have questions about these. Otherwise, take care till next time.